Hey, what's going on everybody? It is Nick here, back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about some XRP, as well as kind of going in depth on what we're seeing in the market right now, analyzing the market, really giving you guys pretty much my insight on it right now currently. But before we jump into this video, I do want to mention, if you guys do want more free content and knowledge, you could follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial, and you could also join the Discord down in the description below. It's totally free, a ton of content as well, including charts, insights to what I'm holding as well. But if you do want paid content where I do one-on-one videos with you or one-on-one calls as well, you guys could become a member of the channel by hitting the join button as well. But with that being said, let's jump into this video. So today, the market is looking like it is recovering a little bit, while alts are kind of staying low, because we're seeing, Bitcoin, it's already up 6%, while most altcoins like XRP are down right now. I mean, some of these are pumping up a little bit, like ICP is up almost 15%, and we also see HBAR down here going up 5 spots to pretty much hit the number 45 at 24 almost percent. So we are seeing some of these altcoins really recover from this dip, but we're seeing some stagnatism in the market, considering the fact that I don't think most alts are getting the amount of volume that they need right now to really sustain these lows. But we're also seeing, if we come over here to the trading view and we go to Bitcoin dominance, we could see that right now Bitcoin dominance is having an impulse back up. If this touches 50, then we could see a lot of these altcoins being lower in price. But with this major parabolic impulse up, we are seeing a lot of those altcoins, like for example XRP, dropping in price, because the more the dominance goes up and at these lower prices that Bitcoin is at, the lower some of these alts go down. I mean, of course, some of these are holding strong, like for example ADA is up almost 2.10%, 2.11 currently. BNB is up a little bit, nothing too crazy. So yeah, I mean, the market is still sitting stagnant for the most part, but I do want to really mention the fact that right now is honestly the time to buy some of these incredibly undervalued gems. Like XRP went down to, I think it was like 85 cents or so, or 81 cents just recently, which was really the time to buy, because we are currently under the support level that we've been for almost 3 months now. So it is a fairly good position to really enter, and by support I mean technically it was resistance, I should say, which is like at 75 cents almost. We are under $1, which we haven't seen for nearly a whole month, or almost 3 weeks, I should say. So I mean, right now, I would average in a little bit, but we could see lower lows in terms of Bitcoin down to like 28K, in which it will bring XRP significantly lower, down to like 75 cents, which I wouldn't be surprised by, because that is where a lot of supply demand is. But we also see there's also other incredible projects similar to XRP, like for example HBAR, that is at pretty much, that was, I should say, at a really steal price, because we are bouncing up a little bit at 24%. So would I buy into HBAR right now? No, I would not currently. Now I would average in, like I said, to XRP. So is it a good time to buy XRP right now? Yes, I mean, I would average in. I wouldn't go all in, of course. Like do a little bit, like 25% in right now, 25% when it drops a little more, etc. So just like kind of average in terms of price, but I am expecting a full-on bounce back very soon. There's also other assets that are really good in terms of the same financial situation that we are currently going in. For example, TEL is a really good purchase as well right now. It is sitting almost at 3 cents currently. Now this one is a gem for sure, because right now it's only at a $1 billion market cap. We are expecting this to be $1 plus by the end of the year, with a total supply of 100 billion. Circulating supply is about 42 billion, so it is a little less than XRP, and TEL is actually a really good hold. I might do a video on TEL here soon, because this one has been doing incredible so far. We recently pumped from, if we go here to the last 30 days, we were at less than 1 cent, pretty much at a half a cent at sometimes here, before really pumping high up to this almost 7 cent range, which is massive. Now we are kind of averaging down a little bit here at about less than 3 cents, so this is a solid hold as well, and they all play a big factor in the financial market. That's why I mentioned on my Twitter here, if we go to my profile, if you guys do follow me, I said if you aren't continuing to accumulate TEL, HBAR, and XRP during these discounted dips, then I don't know what to tell you, because it honestly is true. These are very undervalued assets, and they do play a big key role in the entire future system in terms of financials. Now, I do really want to capitalize on the fact that, right now, yeah, it is a great time to buy. I know a lot of people are already kind of bought in at most of these highs, lows, and stuff. And it is hard to acquire a lot more funding for, crypto, because, a lot of people are already kind of, all in or mostly in. And I just want to really mention the fact that, right now, it is always good to take profit when you are up. Like, for an example, if we look at Matic, right? Because you guys already know that I'm very bullish on Matic. If we would have sold somewhere around here, you could have entered down here and pretty much doubled your bag. That's why I always taking some profit and kind of averaging out a little bit at like some parabolic highs. It's not a bad idea. It's all percentage change as well. Like, from here to all the way up here. I don't know specifically what percentage it is. If we come here to this bottom, it's about $1. So it's nearly, over 150% in terms of a price increase. So, you sell up here and rebuy down here. It's incredible. It's an incredible opportunity to really double your bag. And we could really see that even with XRP. If we come back here to the parabolic high of, let me go to the 90-day. If we go to this parabolic high of $1.98 or so around here, we could technically be buying back at 81 cents or so that we just hit recently, which is a massive way to reaccumulate more and more. Now, of course, you don't want to sell your entire bag at these tops, but you could, if you wanted to, de-risk yourself out a little bit and then just rebuy back, because once everybody gets greedy, that's kind of a tell sign to, hey, maybe I should sell and reaccumulate when it comes back down, because whenever something comes up like this, you know what's next overall, and we could see that a lot in most assets. So really, to answer the question, and I already kind of answered it myself, will I buy at these prices? I think, it's definitely kind of a low risk, high reward. Yeah, sure, it could come down a little bit. Now, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we see an 80 cent XRP here shortly again, or even a little bit lower at like 70 cents or so. Yes, that will scare a lot of people, because I know a lot of panic is ensuing in the market right now. But I just want to really say, be vigilant, be calm, and I would just say, really just trade at your own risk at these times, because these times are the most hectic times where you could really lose it all, or really miss out on a lot of opportunity in the market. When something's down, like I mentioned, 7-day is down 40%. You could really capitalize on that on terms of, XRP. So, I still think that this has a ton of potential in it. I think I'm still very bullish on the $10 plus XRP. I think that we could go much higher, $20 to $40. And I do want to really talk to you guys about what Crypto Mommy said, or aka XRP Mommy. She said, guys, we didn't consolidate for 4 years to have a bull run for 5 months. Please use your brain. And it honestly is true. We didn't even reach the all-time high of XRP yet, and a lot of altcoins haven't reached their all-time highs either, like EOS, another OG kind of coin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin kind of hit its all-time high and kind of surpassed just a little bit. With some of these assets, yeah, sure, they have surpassed their all-time highs, but a lot of the OG coins, there's a actually a ton of assets in this class that have not reached their all-time highs and breached them at a parabolic high yet. And I'm not using that as a 100% defense in my case. I'm just saying, right now we only pumped for about 5 months or so, which is not the typical range for a bull run. I'm still expecting an incredible parabolic run very shortly, and I just wanted to let you guys know, if you could survive the blood, then you could really reap the benefits after the fact. There will be reward waiting for you, and there will be, sunshine and blue skies after the storm is gone. Right now, like I said, I know it is rough in the market. I know right now is, it's hard for a lot of people. It's hard for a lot of people to really come to a conclusion saying, all right, we're not out of the bull run yet. We're just experiencing, a major corrective state. And we already were preparing ourselves for this. Bitcoin right now is at, if we actually go to the live chart on this, because I do want to use a live chart instead of, live coin market. If we come here and look at what we're trading at right now, we're trading at our target price of 38K. We were calling for 38K back here, where we touched 43K. If we would have got this dip out of the way back here in March, we could have been at parabolic highs at 100K plus right now. Back then, if we would have touched that 38K, I would have said, 150K is very possible for Bitcoin. Now that we're doing this here in May, I still think 100K is possible, but like I said, my topping point is still that 75 to 85K mark, but I really wanted to get this out of the way back here. That's why I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if this happened back here. Yeah, it took a little bit longer of a time if we look here at the date range. So from this point to here, it took about 80 days. So yeah, it took, pretty much almost 3 months overall to get to this point. But, we've been preparing for this, and to really just kind of get shaken out here now when, we did drop $8,000 from our actual, target point, would just be ridiculous overall. I see a lot of people on Twitter saying, but what do we do? What do we do? Everybody's saying the top is in. I don't even think that we're close to having a topping point. Like I said, comparing this dip to, the March 2020 dip, it's scarily similar. And realistically, if we're looking at this, like I said, we can't even really see, if we go back here, we can't even really see this dip on a zoomed out picture. It pretty much just looks like one of these that we've seen in, November of 2020, even this dip here in January, and, we see this. It's very common. Yeah, we broke some support levels here at 38K, but for the most part, we're still ranging to go much, much higher, and I really just want everybody to kind of just take a stance back, do something, productive. Don't keep your eyes on the charts, because we are still ranging to go much higher. Trust me when I say that the topping point for XRP was not $1.98. We are still going to hit that all-time high, and we're still going to range higher. I would average in on XRP, but I just want to warn you that we could see lows of 28K on Bitcoin. It doesn't mean the end of the world. It doesn't mean the end of the bull run. It just means, hey, we get another opportunity at lower prices. Now, that doesn't mean sell your bags now that you're holding, because I will never say sell your bags right now, because I think this is the worst time to sell your bags. Like I said, always take profit when profit's there. You want to sell this, 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 and this. These are for buying, not selling. You never want to sell when you're down here, and I'd never advise it unless we are in a bear market and it's the start of it, not the bottom of it, because at that point you could pretty much guarantee that you're going to buy lower in terms of price when the bear market comes. So with that being said, stay calm, stay collective, stay vigilant. We're still ranging for much higher prices. It's just going to take a little bit longer than expected because we didn't clear it back in March. But nonetheless, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on, because I'm giving away a ton of free knowledge and content all the time. This has been Nick. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.